Thank you, Nicole, for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The Greater Metro Junior Hockey League proudly presents to you the Bradford Rattlers and the Almaguin Spartans. This is the first time Almaguin has come here to the BWG in quite some time. They were not in the league last season, so we did not get to see any Almaguin Spartan hockey action here tonight. Starting goaltenders for tonight's contest for the Bradford Rattlers, number 30, Mattia Baccini, native of Italy. 17-year-old stands at 5'11". This is his first GMHL start here against these Almaguin Spartans. And in goal for the opposing away visiting Almaguin Spartans in their away black and green uniforms here tonight, number 31, Steven Squigliante. Gets the start here for Almaguin here tonight as they make the first play. William Gagnon, quick outlet pass, and coming up is Don Jerome Jaggi, former Bradford Rattler here this season. A few people on the Almaguin Spartans with Rattler ties here this season. There's a trade earlier in this season that sent Don Jerome Jaggi and Patriel Hillanius to the Almaguin Spartans. Few draft picks coming back in return for the Bradford Rattlers. Defending champion of the Rattlers last year, Christoph Kirkmeyer, not in tonight's lineup for Almaguin. He tore his ACL a few games ago. Blake Keller for the Rattlers. He comes into the forehand, got it wide. Coming back in front there on the good rising chance was Aaron Stemper, and it was cleared away as Almaguin. Aerial lift to center, kicked out by Rhodeskov, and he'll shield away from a check and start back. Out of his pocket pick, it's Ilian. Ilian back in. His quick shot stopped by Baccini. Rebound, he comes around the horn. Mikhail Ilian. His pass to the blue line got foiled there. Trying to find Hillanius, native of Finland. And back down the ring is Pacharinen. Back for Almaguin. Snap pass broken up by Stemper. He'll go to his blue man in Lutfulin. Cross seam, he'll go D2D to Rhodeskov. Back to Lutfulin. Centering pass, Nurgamanov centering it back for Stemper, and the Rattlers are going to get called on a penalty here. Referee pointing to Aaron Stemper, number 14 in white, and it looks like Almaguin here early to get their first power play opportunity of the game. Heard the official from up here, mouth guard. Either Stemper didn't have it in all the way, or he just doesn't have a mouth guard, period. Either way, referee has caught it. Almaguin with a great chance here early to get the game's first goal on the power play. Power play all season for the Spartans, though still a young season, not too good on the power play, as it looks like the Rattlers are going to get another one. Almaguin Spartans power play sitting at 10% only on the year. And now a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Bradford Rattlers is heading to the box now. Number 8, Richard Kuchma, tripping right off the face-off. And off the face-off there, it's good to tie up your opposing player. A little bit too much strength there shown here for the Rattlers, and so Almaguin. Not too much success early on in this young season, but a great chance here to go up against a powerful Bradford Rattler team. 5-on-3 power play for pretty much an entire 2 minutes. Let's see what the Spartans can do here. The blue line now taking out Gustav Stickens. A pass to Ilian. His quick shot stopped by Baccini into the corner. Strand all over his man there as Don Jerome Jaggi, the former Rattler, got written off the puck there before it's regathered. The blue line now, Ilian. Goes back down low, takes the return pass. Ilian again. 18 and blocked there from the blue line. His shot was blocked there in front. Back to the corner now. It got up to the blue line. Stickens made a return pass. Still a minute 17 to go on the first power play. That one got by away from Stickens, and Oliver Malm just trying to pitchfork that one out of the zone. Did so effectively and was able to shield away that puck and bring it back down into the Spartan zone. Captain Gustav Stickens head off on a change there for the Spartans, rather, as they try to work back on this power play. Nazir Zykov working back in the corner, bobbling around. Baccini comes out, and he's able to cover it with his blocker hand. 17:06 to go here in the first period.
First call. What was the first call? Fucking Stamper. Come on, Stampy.
Again, 17:06, time remaining here in the first. One penalty for the Rattlers has 54 seconds. The other one, 51. To the blue line now. It's Hellenius, the former Rattler. Will go across, same pass, shot just went wide of Bacchini. He may have got a piece of it with his right pad heading towards the corner. That pass from Keller got out of the zone. Hellenius starts back. Hellenius up it for Zikov. Zikov back in, quick shot into the glove of the netminder Mattia Bacchini, and no further play coming up. Aaron Stemper-Poundy has 28, 9 seconds remaining. Again, the other penalty, 32 seconds. Not a whole lot of shots for the Almaguin Spartans, even though they're up 2 players. Again, Bacchini in his first start as the Bradford Rattlers. If you're the Spartans, and if you notice, just pepper the young netminder here. Get as many shots as you can. There's looking for a redirection. There it's loose into the high slot for Oliver Malm, the forward. Can work it back to the opposite play of the flow. Kept alive at the blue line by Hellenius. Hellenius walks the line, takes the shot, kicked away by Bacchini into the corner. Penalty set to expire in a few seconds. It'll be 5-on-5 as you see Bacchini make a good glove grab off the quick trigger pull there by Ethan Boys. Now the young netminder Bacchini starting to get tested here on this power play from the Almaguin Spartans. They'll be back to 5-on-5 in 4 seconds time. Kuchma and Stemper. Expect them just to head right onto the play. Sometimes when you come off the penalty, you'll go right to the bends, get a line change, you get the right personnel out onto the ice. By the way the Rattlers are set up right now, it looks like Kuchma will be heading towards the bench and Stemper probably joining the play as we start. 2 defensemen out there for the Rattlers, and Tyler Baxter and Pavel Rodskov, as both players come out of the box onto the ice. And like I said, Kuchma heads off. Coming back in is Anderson. He'll just try to go around, but he lost the handle. Stemper is in a battle with the captain there, Stickens. To the blue line now, it's Pavel Rodskov. His shot deflected on goal, and front end Squilante makes the save. To the corner now, Stickens trying to just punch it in out of the zone, but Elcombe is down low doing work. Elcombe got it to Anderson. Anderson had that one shielded away from him, but he's back on it. Like Anderson, 19 in white, will go to the corner and stop on a dime. Pirouetting around his man before it's worked back over to Mikhail Yillian. Yillian's pass never got out of the zone. It's Frank Elcombe coming out of the zone and regathering it for Pavel Rodskov. Got it back to Stemper, who chips it in, but it's in to the Almaguin Spartan bench, and so we will have a face-off here in the neutral zone with 15:26 to go here in a scoreless first period from the BWG here in Bradford. Zikov and Bunzaniks on the face-off for their respective teams. Third line out for head coach David Mooney in the Rattlers. Majerchik and Dugamanov will be the forwards. Again, this line is centered by Bunzaniks. Thomas Griefstrain and Richard Kuchma will be the defensemen here. Puck is dropped and it goes right to the possession of Boys. Boys is able to aerial lift that one off the half boards and onto behind the cage. Strand and Dugamanov made a long stretch pass. Here's David Majerchik. Majerchik stopping away from a check there before it's lost away by Zykov. Zykov just dropped it back for Boys. Boys will pirouette away from Bunzaniks and got a pass to the captain, Stickens. Stickens a pass wrong end of center, and so icing is called on Almaguin. Again, the starting goaltenders for tonight's contest will be joining us late for the Almaguin Spartans, Steven Squigliante, New York native, and for the Bradford Rattlers, number 30, Mattia Bacchini, native of Italy. Stemper on the draw, a clean win for 14 in white. Thomas Griefstrain made a few moves up the line, but the puck does come out of the zone. Vincent Filion Boisvert offering some good defensive support there for the Spartans. Stemper back in, trying to find his man, but Stemper got it back and he scores! Aaron Stemper makes it 1-0 for the Bradford Rattlers, and they are off and running. For Aaron Stemper, that's his second goal of the campaign. And it's a big one here. Got the opening goal here from the BWG, and it's looking good for Team Green right now. Lithuania centering pass. Anderson got it back in, and it's on goal to the netminder Squigliante, and he's seen enough, and he'll elect to the face-off here coming up to the left of him. Thomas Grevestrand will get an assist on the Aaron Stemper goal. Thomas Grevestrand now up to 9 points in 9 games. Anders Bunzenieks also having himself a sneaky good start to this season. He's 5th in team scoring rather. It's also tied with fourth with Thomas Grevestrand. Those two players both share 8 points on the year. Bunzenieks with 4 goals and 4 assists so far through 8 games. Vargas took a check there from Gagnon back behind the play, number 10 in black. Blake Keller, St. Cloud, Minnesota native, tying up his man into the corner. Don Jerome Jaggy tried to get the puck away, but the shot was blocked in the high slot. Rebound loose for Keller, and he tried to go between the trees of the netminder, Steven Squigliante. That's just good positional awareness there by Squigliante. Squigliante sees the personnel come into the faceoff there. We're just talking about Bunzenieks and the sneaky good season he has had so far this year. He's back on, a pair of 18s go back behind the net. Bunzenieks prevails. That shot to the pass to the blue line was foiled up there by Maxim Bokanov. Good defensive play to get that stick in the passing lane. Very underrated play there. Shot on goal, big rebound there, and look out, a shot right into the face of Bokanov. He wears that visor. Some players elect to wear a full cage. Look out, he got that one right in the visor, but he seems to be okay. Where's the far right of your screen coming back into the play? Frank Elcombe will leave out. Majerchik to the blue line. Rhodes Cobb will get it back to Majerchik. Sako away from him, and so Frank Elcombe picks up to the opposite corner. Bunzenieks surveying the scene. He's able just to get that puck free and pin it up against the boards and escape away from a check from Bokanov. Tyler Baxter from the blue line, his hot shot quickly into the glove of the netminder Steven Squigliante. .13:05, time remaining here in this first period. A 1-0 lead for the Bradford Rattlers. Aaron Stemper has had himself quite the entertaining first half of this first period. Got himself a penalty. First penalty of the game. He also gets the first goal of the game, as you see Richard Kuchma talking to the official there, pointing to his neck or mouth guard, and coming back to the bench, he does kind of Matthew Kachuk it, if you know what I mean. He has that mouth guard kind of hanging off the side of his mouth. I believe Mitch Marner that as well. Most of the time it's a penalty, but the referee kind of letting Richard Kuchma off the work here. He has been called on the mouth guard infraction a few times this season. I know Blake Keller and I know Aaron Stemper. Blake Anderson, that's who it is. Blake Anderson. Scramble in front of the Rattler net. Mattia Bacchini had to be alert as that puck could have kicked to him at any moment. Again, it takes one shot to tie up the game, so if you're Almaguin, the mindset just be any shot on goal is a good shot. You get a young goaltender in net for the Rattlers. Little inexperienced there, 17-year-old coming from Italy. As you see, Zykov pick up that pass there and whip that one just over the glove of netminder Pacini's. The Rattlers kind of scrambling a little bit. It's a little worrisome as Almaguin, we'll be honest, not a whole lot of expectations coming into this year. A bit of a slow start, and that theme will most likely continue throughout the remainder of the season. All teams can go through that. So if you're the Rattlers, do not play down to your opponent. As you see Blake Keller try to get a chance there in front. Almaguin has done a very good job here early, tying up the Rattler players as you see Blake Keller go down. It looks like the Spartans are a little too physical there as they have drawn themselves a minor penalty. Noah Malmso, I believe, will be getting the gate here for the Almaguin Spartans. I beg your pardon, Ethan Boyes, native of Sunridge, Ontario, the 21-year-old, will head off for 2 minutes. So the Bradford Rattlers get the first power play opportunity of this period here. Richard Kuchma from the blue line. Keller was shaken up, but he stays back. Trying to get it back for Alfred Malm. The penalty killing unit for Almaguin all year long, 75%. Definitely can be better. As you see, Keller get a quick shot on goal with a blocker save, handled away by Squillante. Alfred Malm got it back over for Anderson to the blue line. Strand, his hot shot looking for a redirection in front from Anderson, couldn't quite get him. Arvid Malm just trying to get Thomas Grieve-Strand, but it just slipped away from him. Kuchma chips it back. Anderson will leave it for Keller. Play Keller back in, plays the bank, he got it back to Anderson. Back pass, it's Kuchma. Good positional read going cross to cross. Post to post, you should say, by Steven Squillante. And that puck is then fired back down the length of the ice by the captain of the Spartans, Gustav Stickens, the native of Latvia. A minute to go here in the power play. Rattlers get the same unit on. Blake Keller, a nice move to get in. Bunzeniks out onto the lineup here tonight on the second power play unit. Kind of a bit of a hybrid line right now. Players from the second power play line and the first on the ice at the same time. Bunzeniks unable to shield that puck away, so it gets sent back down, and that'll have the Rattlers get the rest of the line change on here. So line number 2 for the power play for head coach David Mooney. Out onto the ice surface, Pavel Rozkov, the defensive. Borisov gains in, 27 and white. Got it to the front, looking for Stemper, trying to get his second of the night. Bunzeniks stops on a dime, lifted for Stemper. Stemper, chip pass, it's Pavel Rozkov. Walks the line, will go back to Stemper. Aaron Stemper won't shoot. Borisov coming back in, try to get a shot away. He was tied up too quickly as Ekholm got one on goal. Stopped there by Squillante. Borisov again, penalty set to expire in 5 seconds. Rozkov goes back on low. Stemper fanning on the pass. Ekholm across. Borisov scores! Artem Borisov, tic-tac goal for the Bradford Rattlers. Just as the penalty was set to expire, it will not be a power play goal, but what it is a 2-0 lead for the Bradford Rattlers, and that is just stuff you love to see here. Just approaching, or just past the halfway mark of this first period. 9:55 to go here. 2-0 for the Bradford Rattlers on goals by Stemper and Borisov. Craig Ekholm with a huge assist there, got that pass. As soon as that puck got to him in the high slot, he made no mistake and just whipped it cross ice. And thankfully, Borisov is a right-handed shooter there. If he was left-handed, he wasn't able to get that shot away quickly. If he was left-handed, he would have to hold on to that puck, kind of corral it a bit, and then get a quick trigger pause. It's very tough to one-time that puck coming as a left-handed shot. Rozkov and the Rattlers are back for more. Barrett Nugamanov, 21 and white, a little bit towards the net off the side. He gets to Aiden Miller. Miller, a pass down Nugamanov. His shot blockered away by the netminder Squillante. So it goes through the corner where Stickens can get it out and out of the zone. Stickens trying to locate that puck, and he did. Don Jerome Jaggi will send it from the opposite end of center, and so icing will be called on the Almaguin Spartans. They are unable to make a line change, and that was the whole point of that dump-in attempt there, was trying to get new bodies here against the Bradford Rattlers. But now it's the Rattlers' turn. Get some line changes on here. Thomas Grieve-Strand and Richard Kuchma will be the blue liners. Aiden Miller, Mayarov, and Stemper. Forwards on for head coach Dave Mooney. Face off to the left of the netminder Squillante. Face off won by the Rattlers, but Almaguin gets possession right off the draw. Good pinching by Grieve-Strand to keep that puck into the corner, but it went right into the paraphernalia of Justice Stewart, and so he can start it back in. He made the outlet pass across to Bokanov. Bokanov's quick shot deflected off of Thomas Grieve-Strand into the face-off, will stay inside Rattler territory. 8:31 time remaining here in the first period. A 2-0 lead for Team Green. Bradford Rattlers' next contest will be October 26th. They are in Meaford for a matchup against the Knights of Meaford on October 27th. The very next day, they are playing these exact same Almaguin Spartans, this time in Almaguin. Ilian made a centering pass. It's cleared back down by Richard Kujma, and icing is called on the Rattlers once more. For Almaguin, their next game, of course, is their home game against the Bradford Rattlers. Very next night on October 28th, they will be in West Nipissing to take on the West Nipissing Lynx, who have had a very good start to the year. I believe they are first in the division, or they are tied with Temiskaming. Great to see West Nipissing being competitive, as we all knew they could be. How many times have we said when the Lynx come to town, they are a pest to deal with? And it's good that it seems to be paying off for West Nipissing. Needs back on. Kuchma will go D to D to Strand. Strand looking for a redirection there. It may have been blocked on the way. Petri Hellenius may have gotten the way there as you see Squilante make a save again. Bunzanique's on the wraparound bit. It comes right to him in the high slot. No one's around him. His hawk shot was read there by the blocker hand of Steven Squilante, who is keeping his team in it for the time being. Arvid Malm will now line in for the faceoff for the Bradford Rattlers. Anderson and Keller work the sides of him. Like Anderson got it to Blake Keller. That one did not miss by much. It had eyes from the back of the net. Malm a quick touch pass. Keller, that puck was bowling all sorts of way. Just couldn't quite get a good connection on that shot. Goalie's nightmare. They see a rolling puck coming towards them. Puck will not sit still. A player just slaps at it towards the goal. It can knuckle down. It can fly to the side. It can go any type of way. Look out, Lutflin. Took a spill back behind the play, but the Raptors regain possession. Blake Keller an outlet. Does Arvid Malm heading towards them. He uses them here. Malm a shot. He scores! Arvid Malm from Blake Keller, and it's 3-0 Rattlers. For Alvin Malm, that's his 6th goal of the year. He and Blake Keller go up to 15 points on the year. They are both tied for the team lead. Borsov back in, and a 2-on-1 for the Rattlers right off the goal. A centering pass, Borsov looking for a Nugamanov, just couldn't quite connect on him. Outlet pass to Gagnon. His pass was then intercepted by Borisov. Quick pass down low to Roscoff. And like a quick elevator pass to the high slot. And coming back in now is Borisov again, who had the 2nd goal here tonight. Looks like a big call and offside. All 3 forwards on that line getting a point on that goal. Anderson, Malm, and Keller. And no surprise, those are the top 3 point getters on this Bradford Rattler team. And of course, they're all on a line together. Line's been having words for Gagnon and Nugamanov on the face-off. Before he drops, he takes a look behind him to make sure they're in the right position. That looks like they are. Nugamanov after it. Try to get it back down low for Stemper's play. Lost it in his feet before Gagnon can just get out of the zone. Had a good second effort made by Don Jerome Jaggi, native of Zurich, Switzerland. Rhodeskopf shot it in from the wrong side of center, and so another icing called here on the Rattlers. It's kind of been a bit of a story for the past few games. Rattlers icing have been more frequent. Sometimes it is a good thing to just get that puck out of the zone, get the icing call, whatever. We'll deal with the defensive zone face-off coming up. But for the most part, the times the Rattlers are called on icings, it's just miscommunication and just... I've said it a lot, forcing plays that aren't there. That comes to be a bit of a theme here for the Rattlers. They like... I'm not saying it's ever a bad thing. You want to get those pucks and plays to the dangerous area, but sometimes if it's not there and there's no option, sometimes the Rattlers are guilty of putting that puck in the dangerous area when there's no one in the right uniform there. You can make the excuse that is it a new season. It takes a bit for players to get used to the system and each other. 9 games in, so it's a decent amount of time, plus you add in the road trip and the travel. I'm sure the teams are already well familiar with each other now. Tyler Baxter saw that puck roll off his stick. He made a quick hard pass for Roscoe. Wasn't quite expecting that pass as they were both heading off on the line change puck. Then got into the corner until both teams made a change here. Kuchma steps in, his man, but it seems he got the worst of it. Masakov slipped by his man, a pirouette move, a centering pass to the high slot. Couldn't find his man, but Bunzaniks is first after it. Smart play off the bank right to the stick of Kuchma. Richard Kuchma, the defenseman, going back down low. Defenders without a stick, but Kuchma makes a turnaround, bit of shot, big rebound. Squilini's down, and the Rattlers score on the rebound. Richard Kuchma, the defenseman coming in down low, made the entire offensive play happen, and he will lead the lineup back to the Rattler bench. They celebrate a 4-0 lead with just under 5 minutes to go here in the first.
Just think, I'm going next Friday. I know.
Whistle sounds and another offside call here on Team Green. We'll hear JR make the announcement. Masakov getting an assist on the latest goal. They made it 4-0 Rattlers. Marcus Vargas goes back on low, a nice pirouette move by Anderson. Got it right to a dangerous area. Keller tried to work it on the backhand. Couldn't quite reach it in time, but Vargas couldn't on the backhand. Bobbling puck there, just trying to settle it. Anderson with some great speed here. Look at him use the edge work. Try to find Keller. Dangerous area. There's that shot coming. Deflected up and out of play from the shot by Orikov. Looking at David Najerchek make a backhand pass from one corner to the other. Bunzaniks trying to keep that puck into the zone, and he did so. Roscoe fake going to the right side, went to the left side instead. Bunzaniks took a hit to make a play, came right back to center. Both teams kind of playing ping pong right now, just throwing it back and forth into the neutral zone. If you're head coach David Mooney, yeah, you're up 4-0, but you want to be crisp on those passes. You want to get easy entry, you want to get easy exit as well. Najerchek just left it behind. Pavel Roscoe after it with 3:35 to go here in this first period. Almaguin started pretty strong, and remember, they had that early 5-on-3 man advantage for pretty much the entire 2 minutes. Got a few shots on goal, as you see Roscoe trying to test the netminder there, just shanked it wide. Almaguin definitely had their opportunity to take the wins out of the sails on the Rattlers here early. When your power play is sitting at only 10%. And when the opposition penalty kill is setting at 76%, odds aren't really in your favor to get a power play goal, and they came out empty on both tries. Najerchek back down low to Stemper. Stemper surveying the scene to the blue line. Kuchma, hot shot just went wide, big rebound. Najerchek tees one up, and he missed again. Kuchma going back down low. Good play there by the captain Stickens to get into the passing lane, and he will skate it out. At center, dumps into the netminder Pacini, who hasn't been as busy as Steven Squilante back at the other end of the ice. Faceoff coming up here in the Rattlers zone with 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the first period. 4 for the Bradford Rattlers, 0 for the Almaguin Spartans. Almaguin will have some chance for redemption here. As October 27th in Almaguin, the Bradford Rattlers will play. Aaron Stemper waved out of the face-off, and so Borisov takes clean win for Borisov that gets to the corner, chip up and out of play. That's up JR. Another ozone face-off here for the Almaguin Spartans. Again, 2:34 to go. Here in this first frame of regulation time, Mikhail Yilyan, Russian native, takes the face-off against Stemper. Stemper won it, but the Spartans get possession. Yilyan, back from the half-board, trying to punch it back down low. He did so here. Turnaround bid was made by Bokanov. To the blue line now before it's picked off there by Borisov, and he will skate out. Borisov has Nugamanov and Stemper on the line here tonight. Back through center, Thomas Grievstrand with Ludfelin coming back onto the ice right now. Squalante had that puck rolled to him, covers, and holds on with 2:05 to go here in period one. The Arvin Malmline comes out on this shift. Blake Keller and Blake Anderson. Forwards on, Orkov and Ludfelin will be the D-men. Perichin made that initial pass back into the zone. Rattlers regathered. Ludfelin got it back to Anderson. Tried to work it for Malm, but he couldn't do so. Ethan Boyes, quick centering pass. Trying to find Josh Colavito. Orkov now from the Rattlers, took that pass from Ludfelin through center, was picked off before it went off the stick of Vincent Filion Boisvert. Anderson back on it. Got to play forward. Keller fake going into the corner, but he'll go up high and then shield it back to the corner, looking for Anderson's play, but getting into the stick lane quickly was Nazar Zikov, native of Minsk in Belarus. Anderson back in. He's been all over the puck here in this early goings, or I should say latter goings of the first period. Centering pass. That was a rolling puck on the backhand saw, so it kind of rolled over the stick of Ludfelin, but he was able to make a play and keep that puck in the zone before the Almaguin Spartans did some good job defensively, just trying to hold up that line, set up a roadblock right at the blue line, not allowing any more entry for the Bradford Rattlers, and of course force them out of the zone. Thank you for JR telling us there's under a minute to go here in the first period. 34 seconds to be exact. Gagnon doing good work back down low. He took a hit there into the corner. Orkov put his man back into the boards now. Stopping on a dime is Jerome Jaggi. He got it back in from the backhand, trying to work it back in front of the net mouth. Couldn't do so. He is then harassed there by Bunzeniks with 15 to go in the period. Malmsmo got it back down low, whipping it across the net mouth with William Gagnon. Ekholm just trying to get that puck out of the zone, and they finally do so, and that'll be the final play of this first period. After 20, the Spartans 0, the Rattlers 4 will be back for the second period of play after this intermission. puck is dropped and away we go for this second period here from the BWG. In the first period, 4 goals for the Bradford Rattlers and nothing for the Almaguin Spartans. As you see an aggressive check thrown on Keller. Anderson and Malm just trying to shield that puck away, but they're having a bit of a tough time, and so are the Spartans just trying to locate that puck and get it out of the zone, and they can't do so here. Keller to intercept. Keller, puck just rolled away from him, and so that allows Almaguin to regain possession. Donjeron Jaggy got out of the zone, a pass across to Bokanov, and now it's out. Jaggy, the former Rattler, trying to go around Griefstrand. Good position there by Griefstrand, just taking the body and forgetting about the puck, taking the body and allowing a teammate to come in, get that puck up and out of the zone. They start on a breakout, and they have numbers coming towards the goal with Blake Keller. Trying to get around Ethan Boyes, and he does so here. Centering feed, back down low, it comes to Anderson behind the net. Anderson try to go to the blue line, that's kept alive by Strand. Strand goes back down low into the corner, returns it from Anderson, elevator pass to the blue line, good keep by Strand. His shot deflected there by Keller, never got on. Anderson a rip, and it just screamed wide. Rotskov taking that puck up and out of the zone. Spartans able to get one. Line change on here, Justice Stewart comes back onto the ice. Gravestrand. That pass is going between him and Rotskov. A good chip in there by Keller. And Blake Keller heads off on a change, as well as Griefstrand. Nugamanov and Baxter, the newcomers, onto the ice right now. That one just went away from Tyler Baxter. And so the netminder, Pacini for the Rattlers, comes out of his goal to make a quick dish to Baxter. Turn around bid Borisov. Hard stretch pass trying to find Nugamanov. Couldn't do so. It's slapped back in by Stewart. Bubbling puck off the side of the cage, rolled right into the net mouth. Pacini had to be quick to make that quick cover. He and Baxter kind of have a word here, as well as Pavel Rotskov, the 2 longest tenured Bradford Rattlers pair on the fence together here, Rotskov and Baxter. Harvard Malm also one of the returning players here playing tonight. Good step up there by Nugamanov. He has a 2-on-1 with Borisov, trying to make it 5-0. Nugamanov back across Borisov, and he just kicked it wide. Petcheritsin may have got a stick coming across to deny that 2-on-1 chance. He did go down at that opportunity. If you're Borisov, just get the puck on there. Just get a shot and try to clean up the rebound here. Good chance for the Rattlers to make it 5-0. It remains 4-0, however, as that quick shot was handled there by Pacini. And another one off the same rebound attempt coming from Vincent Filion Bauvert. Both teams able to get full sail line changes on here. Almaguin Spartans currently sitting at 2-6-1. That's good for 5 points on the year. The Bradford Rattlers, very impressive, 6-2-0. They did drop the game out in Ville Marie again. The last time the Rattlers played the Pirates this season, it was back here at the BWG, a victory for the Rattlers. They were, the Pirates I should say, were without a lot of their key players. Remember, Ethan Bork and Taylor J. Swallow, probably their 2 top defenders on that team, were unavailable for that game, as I believe in the game prior to that it was the Lynx and the Pirates. I believe Bork and Swallow both got each other into, they got in a fight. Plain simple, they got in a fight. You get suspended for a game, you come back, and every time you fight, suspension gets doubled. Instead of 1 game, we'll be serving 2, then 4, then 8, and so on and so on. Swallow and Bork were back in that victory for the Ville Marie Pirates, and that had to be a good feeling. Dropping the first one to the Rattlers early in the year. They come back home and they get the win right back. As you see, Litflin break some ankles on that play and got a shot on goal. A good glove grab made by the netminder Stephen Squilante. Are looking forward to seeing the Ville Marie Pirates back into town here. Unpopular opinion, I know, for all you Rattler fans. Oh, you're tired of seeing the Quebec teams. Well, luckily for us, there's another one added to the list. 3 Quebec teams now in the Rattlers division. Look out, a chance here for the Almaguin Spartans, coming right in, getting hauled down there by Kuchma, but the puck wound up in, but will they count it? Maxim Bokanov was the one on the breakaway who started all of that havoc. Puck did enter the net. So will they count it as a goal, or will there be a penalty coming up to the Rattlers? I'm not sure. Looks like we got a penalty shot here on this Sunday night on Knives here from the BWG. It's 4-0 Bradford Rattlers with 16:21 to go here in the second period. The Almaguin Spartans have themselves a penalty shot. Bokanov will go one-on-one against Mattia Bacchini. Bokanov cuts in from his forehand. He'll shoot that one, and it's stopped by Bacchini. The 17-year-old Italian native Mattia Bacchini coming up strong for his team here tonight. It remains a 4-0 lead for the Bradford Rattlers, and a miscue on the faceoff here. Mikhail Yillian waved out of the draw. Justice Stewart comes in to take it, and a clean win by Stewart right across for Mikhail Yillian. Shot off the side, Bacchini coming alert again, being square up to the shooter and making that save into the breadbasket. You got to be quick to be a goalie, but you also got to be positionally sound as well. Be square to the puck shooter at any time, and you'll be a good goalie. That's exactly what the Rattlers have here tonight. They have two hot goaltenders, Oliver Malage and so far Mattia Bacchini. Not the biggest netminder, Bacchini, standing at 5'11". We're so used to seeing big 6'3" Oliver Malage in the cage. Little change of scenery here. Manning the pipes here for the Rattlers as Tyler Baxter cleans his man's clock back behind the play. Masakov starts out. Miller. Miller made the backhand pass. It was picked off by Justice Stewart. Made a pass to Bokanov. Demanded by the penalty shot opportunity. Laid the pass across. It's blocked there, and Aiden Miller just trying to poke it out of the zone. Snap pass by Stemper. Unable to locate his man. That was Masakov. Stemper. Good job getting to the deking lane. He gets it in and heads off on a change. Majerchek and Bunzaniks come out. For head coach David Mooney. Masakov still on the ice for the 24 in white. Alanius. Race up to that one. Sprague just got it back into the zone. Vargas. Whipped it back around. Jerome Jaggy couldn't keep it in. Comes out of the zone and it's slapped back in by Ethan Boyes. Vargas in his feet made the play. Ekholm turns his blade almost like a golf club there. Get that puck to skip off his stick and back into the zone. We'll see a lot of that. Ekholm loves to do it. Blake Keller loves to do it. I've seen Anderson do it a few times, and we might see it here, but Ekholm's on the wrong side of center, even if he did touch it. It went back down after the icing called on the Rattlers. Ekholm notices that, and so he didn't do it. Block. Ludfelin took a hit to make the play. Majerchek had a lot more time than he probably noticed. Kind of got rid of that puck in a hurry. That centering feed went right across the net mouth before it's picked off by the Rattlers. Ludfelin made the pass to Frank Ekholm. A drop, Bunzaniks into the glove of Steven Squilante, and no further play. 13:57, I should say. Big reader here, I know. 4-0 for the Bradford Rattlers over the Almaguin Spartans. All the goals coming in the first period. Nothing to report here in the second. Anderson trying to look to change that. Got a pass to Keller. His shot in and out of the glove. And it goes back loose. Stickens will get it off the glass and out. Richard Kuchma sends it to the same way. Anderson through center. Gets around his man. Anderson still with it. Keller heads towards the net, trying to locate him here. But a good defensive play was made by Pachertson. Petre Helenius just trying to knife that puck out of the zone. He couldn't do so. Arvid Malm got it into the corner now. Anderson had that speared away from him. Richard Kuchma trying to keep his zone alive, but he sees that puck away from him before his defense partner Thomas Griefstrand can take it up. You see that little golf play there by Keller. He kind of rotates his blade just to knife that puck into the zone. Exactly what I was talking about on the Fred Beckholm play just a few moments ago. It's an easy but smart play to do. Gillian just trying to fork it back down low. And a chance here for Keller now. Malm heading towards the net. Kuchma, the trailer, got it in front there. Malm just had his stick tied up there by number 20 in black. That was Ethan Boyce. Good defensive read made by Ethan. Thomas Griefstrand to the shrieking Blake Keller. Keller made one too many moves. Anderson laid the body on his man. Puck coming out of the zone. Stemper back to Rhodeskopf. Clear center and Keller again. Has Anderson behind him. Just trying to work him here before it's picked off by Anderson again. Look at that redirect there by Keller. Stemper, a big rebound in front. Scrillante makes the save. And you see Blake Keller turning his stick again like a golf club almost. Just trying to deflect that puck up there. I said a while ago in a couple contests, it's rare to see a deflected shot go from high or low to high. Most of the time the shot from the blue line is coming high, you tip it back down low, doesn't normally find its way back to the net. But those rare instances like that where you catch a goaltender napping, expecting the shot to come up high, if you just get it along the ice and you get that tip like Keller just did, it completely fools the goalie and just shows him right off his game. I've played goalie and I know from experience, deflections are the worst. They are horrible. Unless you're the one deflecting it in. That's pretty good feeling. Tyler Baxter works for the Rattlers a lot because I'm sure they know the saying. I've said it for how many years now. Never a bad thing. Never a bad shot, never a bad thing. Just get the puck on goal, test a rebound. Maybe you can beat it with a shot from range or distance. Get shots on goal, and they're going to do it here. Mazikov got a shot in there, Nugamanov rather. 21 in white can feed it to the blue line. Pavel Rhodeskopf returns it to Nugamanov. Down low, it's Aaron Stemper. Borisov in a battle in front of the net. Sauce pass back on low, able to find Borisov. Pass a little too off the handle from the forehand, so he retrieves it. Before his stick is tied up there by the captain Stickins. One too many moves there by Nugamanov, allowing the Spartans to try to aerial it out, but they can't do so. It was gloved in by Borisov, and he's still after it. Made a centering feed in front, looking for Nugamanov. Couldn't quite connect. Rhodeskopf will take the shot, will go back down low into the corner. Got a return feed and walks the line. Elevated across over to Baxter. Tyler Baxter, he shoots and scores! Tyler Baxter! 5-0 Rattlers. You could almost feel that coming, didn't you? Rattlers with some great looks, a few odd man rushes, a few shots just missing wide of the net by a few inches, few directions on goal. You kind of just knew Team Green wasn't going to be denied for a whole 20 minutes. It only took them 10 minutes into the second period to give themselves another tally. As you see them almost make another one there, and what a save on the goal line was made by Nazar Zykov. Aaron Nugamanov and Pavel Rhodeskopf will get credited with the Tyler Baxter goal. A pair of veterans connecting on the Rattlers' fifth spot here. Rhodeskopf and Baxter, like I said earlier in the second period, the two most longest tenured players on the Bradford Rattlers. You include Arvin Malm in there. He's only been here for 2, and I believe Rhodeskopf, this is his, I want to say 4th year as a Bradford Rattler. His first year, he was a member of the Bancroft Rock Bands. Now, into the lineup here with the Bradford Rattlers, and now he can call himself a champion for it. Ekholm thought about that redirection dumping, but again from the wrong side of center. Budzanik's able to just shovel it back down low before it's worked around by Zykov. Vargas trying to hold his own, he couldn't do so. And odd man rush here for the Spartans, a 3-on-2. That one off the stick of Orikov and deflected wide. Vargas and Orikov paired on the fence here tonight for head coach David Mooney with 9:30 to go here in the second period. 5-0 for the Bradford Rattlers here tonight for the BWG. 4 goals by the Rattlers were scored in period number 1, just 1. Here in the second, that was the Tyler Baxter goal assisted by Roscoff and the man on icing has been called on the Rattlers, and so they're just trying to get the right personnel that was on the ice to come back on. Jerchek Bunzini to Frank Ekholm. Orkov and Vargas, 5 out there for the Bradford Rattlers. Expect them to hit center, dump the puck down low, and get a line change off here. Ekholm, aerial lift through center, blocked by the captain of the Almaguin Spartans, that is Gustav Stickens. Latvian born. Masakov, Ekholm had a beautiful chance just to outlet that pass to Masakov. Could have been on a breakaway. Mokanov brought that penalty shot earlier. That was denied by Bacchini. Further into the zone, Thomas Griefstrand takes his man and pins him against the boards. Has a conversation with the official while he's at it. Stickens back after it. Thomas Griefstrand broke his stick. He realized it, so he had to drop it and head off on a change. A centering pass in front there, broken up. Spartans maybe ailing for a call right there, and rightfully so. Did look like a little bit of holding heading towards the net mouth. Looks like it'll go uncalled here in the second period. 8:20 to go, and a 3-on-1 for the Rattlers. Masakov, Rodskov, Stemper, back to Rodskov. Masakov again, the netminder's down. They couldn't get a shot on goal. No, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. No one says you have it. That's what's kind of going on right now. Yeah, it's 5-0. You want to share the wealth around. You'll give it to your boys. If you have a 3-on-1, you got to get a shot. You just have to. Doesn't have to go in, just get a shot. Shot down the length of the ice, and so icing call on the Almaguin Spartans. Just a hair under 8 minutes to go here in the second. 7:53 to the exact. 4 goals by the Rattlers in the first, 1 here in the second, and that's where we currently stand by a score of 5-0. In Bradford, we are glad everyone is tuning in to take on some GMHL action here. Comfortable lead for Team Green. Pavel Rodskov, see that puck go past him. He quickly races up and tried to make a return play to Keller before it got through right at the red line and shot back in by Boyce. Baxter regathers to Rodskov. Veteran defenseman play catch there. An elevator pass from Keller. Trying to locate Anderson just out of his reach before it's then picked off by Hellenius, former Bradford Rattler player. They're going to say puck remains onside as Keller trying to locate Anderson as it goes back the length of the ice. I think will be waved off. They're going to say that puck was slowed up enough. You see how aggressive the Bradford Rattlers forwards are, not allowing anyone from the Almaguin Spartans to get out of their zone. As soon as the puck handler has the puck for the Spartans in the defensive zone, you see 3 to 2 white jerseys just swarm the puck handler there. And all that just takes such a toll on your team defensively when you just can't seem to break out. You just don't have any room to work. And Bradford Rattlers have been so good for the years, just suffocating is a good word. They just suffocate you in your own end and they allow you no room. Baxter puts his man to the ground. Puck coming to the far side. Stickens keeps it in. Delayed penalty coming up to the Rattlers. They touch up and the decision. Interference minor. against Tyler Baxter. So the Guelph, Ontario native, former Russell Cup champion with the team last year, Tyler Baxter, heads off for interference. Has a good word of JR and Travis Defoe in the penalty box area. Puck sent back down the length of the ice by Richard Kuchma, and what Joe Todd always used to tell me, Nick, that's how you kill penalties. Short and simple, get it easy out of the zone, that's how you get the job done. Shout out Joe Todd. See what I mean by the Rattlers suffocating the Spartan players when they have the puck. The Rattlers are short-handed also. You saw Frank Ekholm, and you see him do it again. Coming over to Justice Stewart. They just hound the puck carrier, and they set up a wall on the blue line, not allowing the Spartans to do anything. You gotta think Almaguin currently is thinking back to the 5-on-3 power play they had in the first minute of the first period. We do get another man advantage here. It's their third of the night. They are 0 for 2. Their power play coming into tonight's contest sat at 10%. I'm afraid after tonight that score is going to be a little lower. Rattlers penalty kill. Expect the number to go up. Penalty kill sitting at 76% after tonight's contest, depending how the rest of the game goes. And if their penalty killing was the same way as it was in the first period, the 5-on-3 power play for the Spartans, I think the Rattlers will be okay. Ethan Boyes try to go D-to-D just out of the reach of the captain, Stickens. A Latvian native will test the netminder, Bacini on a big rebound, and it's cleared up by Malm. Malm can redirect it to the opposite way. Thomas Griefstrain took a hit there to make a play. Keller offering some support, and he got it as far as center before Boyes and Stickens can slap it back to each other. Center feed caught. Broken up there, and Keller streaks. 1-on-5 into the zone. Blake Keller, he's still going to go after the puck. Got shielded to the corner boards there. Good hit by Boyes. Anderson, or Bunzaniques rather, trying to reach up to it, couldn't do so. A 2-on-2 battle back the other way. Filion Boisvert is trying to work that puck into a dangerous area. He's now tied up by Rhodeskov. It's intercepted there by Keller and shot back down the length of the ice. Baxter is out of the box. The Rattlers are 3 for 3 on the PK. Josh Colavito, his shot off the mark. Flagged down by Boisvert. Last slot chance broken up by Borisov, who had the second Bradford Rattler goal here tonight. Not out of his own, however. Good juggle up there with the puck by Gustav Stickens, and he gets it deep. Aerial through center, broken up. Here's Zykov. Back in for the Spartans. He'll test the netminder. Pacini, and a hot shot into the glove, and he'll play it. Vargas snap. Nugamanov to Borisov. Left it. Nugamanov looking for a shot. He'll get a cross-seam pass looking for Bunzaniques. Couldn't quite reach up to it in time. Nugamanov to the blue line. Orikov goes D-to-D to Vargas. Vargas hot shot deflected off a Spartan, but stays into play. Nugamanov shielding off a check. Bunzaniques behind the back pass here. Vargas D-to-D. Orikov. Orikov, his shot for good first baseman snatch out of the air made by the netminder Steven Squilante. A bit of a hush has come across the BWG here at the moment. 3:11 time remaining here in the second. Dominant show performance here by the Bradford Rattlers. And what's new? What's new? The captain Stickens trying to look at that puck out of the zone, couldn't do so. Rattlers are still without a captain. They have yet to name one. As you see that one go in from Alvad Bombs, set up by Blake Keller and Anderson. 6-0 Rattlers. Oliver and Malm picks up his 16th point of the year. It looks like we're getting a goaltender change here tonight. Maxime Babokin comes into the cage here for the Almaguin Spartans. Steven Squigliani's night is done. Almaguin Spartans do have 3 goaltenders dressed here tonight. So Maxime Babokin, native of Quebec, comes in tonight's contest, and he's going to get tested early by Keller, and he just shot it up and over the glass. Second goal tonight, 7th on the year for Arvid Malm, as you see that puck go right into a dangerous area before Justice Stewart got it out of the zone, and a chance now for Bokanov coming in. Babokin, Maxime Babokin for the Almaguin Spartans, the 19-year-old from Quebec, standing at 6'3". Let's see if they can offer more stability, but a horrible giveaway in the high slot. It was Arvid Malm looking for a hat trick. Another giveaway in the defensive zone. The Rattlers all over the puck handler there. A pinch-in by Strand kind of caught himself lacking there. He quickly backed off. And that puck will now come back into the Rattlers zone. Elevator pass out of the reach of Keller. He'll pitch it away. And a chance here with Ian Stemper coming in. Keller trying to locate Stemper or Anderson coming back, but the puck would not settle. Thomas Grevestrand shot it off the side of the cage, but it comes right back to him. Thomas Grevestrand will go back down low. A backhand rising one just got the glass. Kuchma. Little battle there with Bokanov, number 19 in black. Thomas Grevestrand is going to do it all himself before Blake Keller on the opposite side was off the side. Grevestrand and Bokanov having some words for each other as they play will separate.
It's 6-0.
JR, Jordan Richardson, just announced the final minute of play here in the second period. While the whistle sounded, the time clock continued to run. We have run time here from the BWG here in Bradford, so when the third period does begin at about 15-14 minutes time, whenever the whistle stops, the clock will not stop. It'll just continue to count from 20 minutes down to 0 until the final horn. The mercy rule here in the GMHL being implemented. We saw it a few times last year. 20 seconds remaining here in the second. Stemper got it to the high slot. His shot stopped there by the netminder Maxime Babokin. And that is how we will end this second period. So after 40 minutes of play, we'll hear the horn now. I'll repeat after JR. After 40 minutes of play, the Rattlers 6, the Spartans 0. Way back for the third period of play after this intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, puck dropped and away we go for this third period of regulation time. Most likely the last period of regulation time here tonight from the BWG. 6 for the Bradford Rattlers, 0 for the Almaguin Spartans. And I was told before, going into tonight's contest, both teams did not dress their full lineup. Almaguin Spartans dealing with a few injuries as well, and the first one that comes and jumps out at me right away is Christoph Kirkmeyer. If that name sounds familiar, it should. He played on the team last year, of course, the Russell Cup winning team for the Bradford Rattlers in 2022-23. Also some new blood into the Almaguin Spartans in the form of Don Jerome Petri Helenius as well at the beginning of the season. Those two players did not start as Almaguin Spartans. Of course, they started as Bradford Rattlers. And the intermission videos that I do and make all that stuff with all the players in the roster that you see, I believe that might be outdated. So if you see Don Jerome Jaggi or Helenius or even Christoph Kirkmeyer on that roster, I do apologize. I do have to go back and fix that as well. I think I should be okay. I think it looked pretty good. Mind you, how good is my proofreading? I don't know. That's up for discussion, but nonetheless. Almaguin, I believe. Exactly 2.5 lines for forwards to use tonight. 5D available for Almaguin tonight. Delayed penalty coming up. It's going to go against the Almaguin Spartans. The power play will continue. Spartans touch up the puck, and it looks like it might be a while as you see Frank Elkholm take that return pass from Pavel Rodskov. And the Spartans touch up, and so another power play coming on.
Nice block, Henry.
That's going on the stat sheet.
Basically human pinball. Ding, 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 ding.
Puck is dropped, power play underway. This is the Rattlers' 4th power play of the game. They are 0 for 3. Their second goal of the game came right after the power play expired as Pavel Rodskov clanked it off the iron. Again, Maxim Abukin in the goal for the Almaguin Spartans here. Steven Squilante got pulled after the 6th Rattlers goal against that one in. Right after the goaltender changed too, Blake Keller had himself a breakaway, not even 10 seconds into the goaltender change. So if you're going to be playing the Bradford Rattlers, especially here in the BWG and your netminder, expect to get peppered shots. Nazar Zykov, his backhand shot just went wide. Lutflin will pick it up. Made a quick pass to Rodskov, back to Lutflin, a little dangerously there, but no damage done. You'll notice on his power play, not the original people you expect to see be out there. There's no Arvin Malm, Blake Keller, Blake Anderson. Head coach David Mooney kind of respecting the game here. So he's playing his 3rd and 4th line, so getting some power play time to work with here, and a better chance to see how these younger players, and the players in the 3rd and 4th line, the youngest players on the Rattlers roster, so they can get another good chance to see a glimpse of what they can do here, especially on the man advantage. As 30 seconds remaining in it. Baxter lost an edge, but no damage done. David Majerchik, Brooke, a few games he has played, I've been very impressed with this game. He competes as he almost drove that one in between the 5-hole. Reminder, Maxim Rukin. It was either 2017 or 2018. These two teams met in the conference final, or the division final, I should say. Heartbreaking loss for the Bradford Rattlers as the Almaguin Spartans won the North Division in this very building. You see the right part of your screen, the big center ice logo here. That's where the team photo was for the Almaguin Spartans with the championship trophy for the division going on to the finals. They would end up beating the St. George Ravens in the finals to claim their first Russell Cup victory. And ever since then, that season going on, there's just been a bad taste in the mouth for the Bradford Rattlers when playing the Almaguin Spartans. As in years before, they have been one of the best teams in GMHL history. Took an absence last season and they come back here this year. Be a little undermanned, a little underskilled, as not much has been going on for the Almaguin Spartans this season, sitting at 2-6-0. They did pick up 2 wins, however. The 2 wins came against La Picard on October 21st. That was the latest win. The first of the year came October 11th at a game at Meaford. Winning definitely is in the system for the Almaguin Spartans. It's just not the season. I remember that game almost like it was yesterday when the Spartans came into town to eliminate the Bradford Rattlers. That was one of the more star-studded Rattler teams I've seen in a while. Nathan Sanderson, a name that quickly jumps out to me. Romani, Trevor Babin in goal. For all those good years and good teams he has been a part of here for the Bradford Rattlers. Of course, Babin would go on to play pro hockey. I heard in ECHL. Matchup for Trevor Babin. I'm not quite exactly sure what team. But it's good to see Trevor Babin making some progress and further advancing his career as one of the best netminders I have seen in the GMHL. Actually, I would say he is the best goaltender I have seen in my 6 years here in the GMHL. Not a long time, but quite some time to see some pretty good goaltenders. And the one thing that what makes a good goaltender, you show me a good goaltender and show me a good coach. You show me a good coach, you show me a good goaltender. They both just go hand in hand in my opinion. Miller goes to Strand, his shot. Checking the blade there of the stick with Thomas Griefstrand. If it was broken, that's a second twig snap here tonight. That shot deflected on goal. Big rebound kicked out. And the netminder Maxime Almaguin had to be alert to make that stop. Puck flinged into the Rattler bench, and that's going to be a mutual zone faceoff coming up with 12 minutes and 25 seconds to go exactly. Again, they are doing runtime here as the Bradford Rattlers currently lead by 6-0. When the whistle sounds, the score clock does not stop. It will continue to run from 20 minutes down 0, and that will end tonight's contest. Again, the netminder Steven Spilani for the Almaguin Spartans pulled after the 6-0 goal scored by Arvin Malm. That came late in the second period. Maxime Almaguin, 19-year-old from Quebec, standing at 6'3" in goal for the Almaguin Spartans. The Bradford Rattlers has been Mattia Piccini, 17-year-old from Italy. Believe it or not. It's kind of a unique situation here for the Bradford Rattlers. 2 European goalies, one from Budapest, Hungary, of course that being Oliver Lodge, and an Italian guy from Italy, Mattia Piccini. Not the biggest goaltender we imagine with being 17 years old, standing at 5'11". But what he lacks in size, from what I've seen, he makes up for with his quickness. As you see a big hit thrown back behind the play. Aiden Clothier was the one who laid out his man there. That was Nugamanov on the wrong end of that check there. Again, it's kind of been the same song and dance for the Bradford Rattlers. The big three on forward for the Rattlers: Blake Keller, Blake Anderson, and Arvin Malm, all having multi-point nights here tonight. I think every game the Rattlers have played here this season, this early season, this is their 9th game of 42 on the campaign. In these 9 games, I think all 3 players have all recorded multi-point games in every single game. We'll give you some stats coming in to tonight's contest. This is disregarding the 6 goals scored here tonight. Coming in, Blake Keller has only played 7 games. He did miss one of them in the early goals of the year. He has 8 goals, 6 assists for 14 points coming into tonight's contest. Right behind him, tied, is Alfred Malm. He comes in with 5 goals, 9 assists, and 14 points. Blake Anderson just behind. He's played 6 goals, 6 assists, and 12 points. Of course, all 3 of them have more points than that. This is all coming into tonight's contest as you see Borisov cash in for the Bradford Rattlers on a beautiful pass down low by Stemper. $7-0 for Team Green. Borisov getting credited with the goal. That's his 2nd tonight. His first multi-goal game as a Bradford Rattler. Marcus Vargas getting the assist on that goal. Ladies and gentlemen, October 29th, next Sunday, Haunted Rattlers. Yes, Haunted Rattlers Food Bank. The Bradford Rattlers welcome all fans to come dressed for Halloween and welcome the staff of the Bradford Food Bank, who will be receiving food donations at the door. Rattlers further want to welcome the Seven Oaks Academy for their high school night and the U9 Berry Sharks hockey game during the intermission skate. Of course, this comes after the first period. It's free admission for youth 10 or under in costume or a food donation. We have the delayed penalty coming up here against the Almaguin Spartans. Pacini heads to the goal for the extra attacker. Rattlers are 0 for 4 on the power play as Yusuf Anderson, nice between the legs move, quick snapshot going short side, was read by the netminder for the Almaguin Spartans, Maxim Alukin. Puck has been touched up and we'll get the official call. Elbowing against Gustav Stickens, the Latvian captain. Again, time clock is still winding down to 0. As of right now, 7:10 to go. This 3rd period and the announcement. Elbowing the call to the 5th Rattler power play has begun. Keller back on the low. Redirection there by Bunzaniks. A great one there between the legs. Just couldn't quite stash it behind the netminder Abukin. Rodskov. Quick snap to Keller. Now Rodskov. Cross seam pass. Litflin. His shot blocked there in front. Good block by Boys. Litflin again will go back down low. Bunzaniks. A soft pass. Litflin just went over top of his stick. As it comes out of his zone. Rokov will regather. Keller returns it. Ekholm heads to the opposite side through the middle. He used him here. Frank Ekholm. Bunzaniks heads to the goal. Quick shot. Big rebound off the pad of the netminder Abukin. Corner boards battle to a side. Ekholm steers it to the blue line. Keller. Rodskov missed the net. Ekholm picking it up. The net is way off the pegs right now. The play will continue. Rodskov. D-to-D, and they will blow it dead as that net is way off to the boards. Surprisingly, I think that's the first time the net has come loose this game. And how many games in a row? Going back to 3 years ago, we've been crying about the net. How it just never stays on. Didn't see it much this contest. I thought we were going to get out of one. I thought we were going to have a lucky game. It wouldn't be a Bradford Rattler game without the net just coming loose once. It wouldn't be a Rattler game. So we've seen it all here tonight. And what we have seen also is a dominant performance by Team Green here tonight. Nurgamanov D-to-D. Vargas lost the handle, but the puck went down the length of the ice. Pacini out of his cage, and he'll make a play. Not an ideal play by the Bradford Rattlers. A little sloppy regathering that puck there. David Majurchuk, a chance here on the power play. Fanning on the shot, going down was poised to block. Power play has expired. Stickens out of the box onto the ice. will head off for a change, get the right personnel on. Gagnon heads on a centering pass in front, looking for his man Miller, just couldn't quite connect. Pass out of reach of Justice Stewart, icing called on Almaguin. .420 time remaining here in this third period. Offensive zone 1 by the Bradford Rattlers. A deflection there by Stemper, just redirected wide. Nick Sprague put that puck against the boards to battle away. Borisov crossing pass, intercepted, but then picked off by Baxter. He will turn it back down low. Borisov behind the back pass was fooled. Entering Hellenius. Watching over the scene, he sees that puck go to the blue line. Thomas Griefstring comes back in, gets tripped up, but play will continue. We're looking at Aaron Stemper just trying to battle his way through, try to gain position, and the Almaguin Spartans have been caught with too many men on the ice. Had a feeling the Spartans were looking pretty good defensively set up until you realize, oh yeah, they had another guy on the ice. Bench minor for Almaguin. Serving it is Thomas Box. Michigan native. 17-year-old standing at 5'11", and you see Frank Elkholm get a good shot on the power point, just skittered wide. What Joe Tugg always used to say to me, Nick, good job, that's how you kill penalties. Short and easy, short and simple, down length of the ice, that's that. Frank Elkholm with some speed. Through the corner, cuts right in front there. A shot was loose. Elkholm went down, and a cover there by Almaguin. Bradford Rattlers have just cashed in on their 8th spot of the night. Frank Elkholm will get credited with the goal, not before. Getting a pretty good cross-check from his effort back. Seems to be all right. Was down for a little bit, kind of grimacing towards the bench right now. I believe that's the most painful goal Frank Elkholm is ever going to score. It is a power play goal for the Bradford Rattlers. It's their first of the night. 8-0. We'll hear the goal announcement, and then we'll hear the announcement of the final minute of play in the third period by ours truly, Jordan Richardson. Myrov and Roskov will get the assist on the Frank Elkholm power play goal. That's Elkholm's first goal of the year. Rightfully earned and deserved for Frank Elkholm. I'm kind of shocked that he didn't at least have one coming into tonight's contest. Elkholm has been a very, very solid player for the Bradford Rattlers. His fellow Swede isn't too bad either, and Melker Melander, who's not currently playing here tonight. Those two players have been very lethal. On a line together. We have 10 seconds to go. Rattlers telling their players to hold on to it, and we'll let them take you away. Mattia Bacchini, in his first ever start here for the Bradford Rattlers, picks up his first ever GMHL shutout. Pavel Rodskov heads to JR to get the game puck for Bacchini. And a happy group of Rattlers here tonight as they're all swarming the young netminder from Italy now. How about that? First game, first shutout. Love to see it. Good moral boost for the boys here tonight as they skate off with a huge defeat, or a huge victory, I should say. An even bigger 2 points here tonight. So for Nick Stella and the Bradford Rattlers organization, we bid you all a good hockey night for now.